This video has major story spoilers. Watch at your own discretion. The story mode of Splatoon 3 is the best in the series yet. It has a nice combination of both your regular mission design going from point A to point B and levels focusing on doing challenges, which is a mix of past story modes and also the Octo expansion. You pick a weapon of your choice in most of the cases and proceed to complete the goal the game presents you. The cool thing is, it's up to you to do it in the process that you would like, to some extent, which is neat. It's pretty straightforward level design that sticks to classic Splatoon. Something that I didn't see more of and I consider a highlight of the whole game is the levels dedicated entirely to new mechanics. We do have levels with Zipcaster, Splashdown, Ultra Stamp, and even the Marker as the main focus, but I don't feel like we have enough of these, except for the Zipcaster, which oddly enough they focus on that one for a few levels, but not so much for the other new specials. What makes it interesting is that it teaches the user the capabilities of the items, which is great to make the experience more engaging, and it makes it so the player doesn't feel as unprepared when going online. The difficulty of the secret level is up to personal opinion, but in my case I found it fair with balanced challenging obstacles and opponents. I still think Inner Agent 3 from the Auto expansion is a harder task to tackle, since you have to start from the very first phase when you are defeated, and in the secret level you have checkpoints, which are not so many but still make the journey not so daunting. In comparison to the other Splatoon campaigns, this is the more complete one, but it still has some room for improvement since at times, and especially when you're going for the 100% completion, it can feel repetitive. Also, I would have loved to see more involvement of secondary characters. They're pretty much doing nothing for 90% of the game, which is a bummer. The Splatoon franchise has amazing lore that has been discussed by the community for years now, but some things were kinda up to speculation since there was very little information about it. In Splatoon 3, Nintendo made justice to the game's lore big time. The alternate logs give so much information on what happened to humanity in the past before the Secretors took over, and it goes up until the events happening in the return of the mammalians. It's quite amazing that the plot of Splatoon 3 began with Salmon Run in Splatoon 2. We didn't know almost anything about Mr. Grizz in the previous game other than he wanted to collect eggs for his own benefit, and that's it. In Splatoon 3, the whole plot of Octavia being the main villain changes around, and now Mr. Grizz himself is the main antagonist with the objective of bringing mammals back again to Earth while using the Inklings and Octolings to accomplish this goal. In conclusion, some of the changes made to the gameplay of story mode and the great addition of the alternate logs to make the game's story richer leads this entry of the series in the right direction. There is only so much you can change about an established franchise to make it feel refreshed, but also stay true to what everybody loves about it. Thank you so much for watching and be sure to follow me on my socials. See you next time!